Hello, gamers. Well, today was one of the first, I think, possibly the first online battle for set 2 of Battle Spirit Saga, and I won. I won it. It was 5 rounds. There weren't a buttload of people. I think 30 maybe, not a bunch, but 5 rounds, and I went undefeated. And I've got a deck here for you. I'm gonna show it to you a little bit old school, okay? A little. In the ancient days, because I like this camera. I don't want to set it up differently, and I want to show you the actual cards, and then I'll show you the list online. Okay, so we're just going to go through it. I'll explain things. I mean, some of it's going to be self-explanatory, especially if you're a pretty talented Battle Spirits and experienced Battle Spirits player, but I'll explain the choices more after we go through it, but we will go through the main deck first. It is a purple deck. We've got 2 Medukes. We got the nice Pro Tour ones there. We've got 3 Infernal King Curse Dragons. Loved him. 2 Bishop. So we only got 2 combos, but we got a 3rd Curse Dragon because I love him. We've got 2 Black Lance here. Beautiful. We've got 3 Lamorax from set 2. Okay. Beautiful. Loved him. We got a 3 of a lot of things, okay? We've got 3 Aglavels. And we've got 3. Oh gosh, come on, man. Get some focus over here, my boy. Yeah, 3 Dragonaga Assassins. 3 Beldegors. Loved him. We've got 4 Camelot Knights. That's 25 spirits if you somehow are counting at the same time. 2 Core Theft. Loved it. 2 Core Drain. Yeah, it's a card. 3 Deadly Balance. This card is insane. Thorn Prison. I've got the cute ones in a different deck, and I didn't sleeve them, so sorry. We got the plain ones. Thorn Prison. So good. Burning Force. You've never heard of this card, but it's really good. And then we've got 4 Ice Shields. I need one more shiny one. And then we've got 8 Nexuses, okay? You'll never guess which Nexuses. You've never seen this card, huh? Netherworld Depths? Come on, camera. We're right here. Get it over the face. You know what that card is. 2 Rotting Swamps. You know this card. Gosh, come on, camera. Disappointing me in front of all these people. Purple Smoke Valley. You know that card. And then this last one, I don't know if it even ever came up, but it's Impaler Forest, okay? It's a good card. That is the main deck. 50 cards. 50 cards. It was a struggle, but it's good. It's good. All right, for the side deck, a single Dark Bishop Baculus, a single Dark Knight Lamrak. This side deck is not perfect. A single Beldegor. You're like, wait a second, those are in your main deck. A single Core Drain. The 4th Thorn Prison. The 4th Burning Force. And then we've got 2 Suppression. And we've got 2 Dream Bomb. Okay, here we go. What do we want to talk about? Let's talk about the main deck first, right? So we'll go over here, and I'll show you guys what we've got. This is my deck name over here, Ban Netherworld Depths, okay? Do it, please. All right, so in the main deck, my thinking at the beginning of this, I guess a season, I just called it a season. Yeah, sure, it's a season. I was playing with some more experimental green-purple. I love a lot of the green cards that can combo with purple, such as Hunger Tree. Worker Ant-Man can just be in every deck. Emerant Man's pretty cool too, like him. But it's so hard because there's so many good purple cards, and there's so many. I just want so many purple cards in my deck. And I was testing decks without the Curse Dragon combo, with like 3 Meduke and some other, like focusing more on like Beldegor loops with some green cards, and it was good. It did perform well at locals, I guess. But my locals, unless it's a store championship, is best of one. It's not the best environment, and I also don't have anybody to test with online, so I don't have amazing data. So I just have to go on my own theory crafting. And I also have a great friend, Zachary Bell and Ryan Matas. Yeah, right. Ryan Matas. Those guys are so cool. I chat with them a bunch. Yeah, they're some good friends, and they're testing so much. They give me some good insights on stuff because they're insane players and they get to play against each other all day. So super thankful for them. But ultimately, I found myself wanting Curse Dragon so many times in those matches. Even though they were going well, I wanted Curse Dragon, and I didn't have Curse Dragon in that first deck. And then I started testing it with just 2 Curse Dragon combo, and I think I might have, had 2 Thorn Prisons in the deck, and I might have had, I think I maybe had 0 core drains, still going more into like Beldegor stuff as well, Worker Ant-Man and Hunger Tree stuff. And ultimately, man, I really don't know how I came all the way to it, but I know what it was. I was thinking about Pterosaur. Thinking about I was just like, man, Pterosaur is still just going to be such a good deck. And I was thinking about Thorn Prison as well, because I started playing some green decks. I was playing some more aggro green purple, and I was just realizing how insane it was having 4 Thorn Prison. Just wow. Literally, I got to tell you, Thorn Prison's MVP. Thorn Prison is so insane. Okay. I'll honestly, to just tell you now, I'll probably just take Impaler Forest out. Maybe Impaler will end up in the side, because it is nice against grindier stuff, especially like against like white control or something. But man, every single game, every single match, game 2, a 4th Thorn Prison was going in almost every time, and almost the same thing for Burning Force too. I think there was just like against white matchups, I honestly I sided all of my Burning Forces out, because I wanted Bishop, and I wanted Dream Bombs, and I wanted more Thorn Prison, and I was just like, I just didn't care really about the white Nexuses, and it also seemed like my opponent was only playing like Namengard Nexus, and I was like, whatever, you can do that, that's fine. I'll just Thorn Prison your guys that are huge, it's okay. And so, anyways, I was thinking about Pterosaur, and I was like, and Thorn Prison is insane, and Thorn Prison Core Drain, they're friends, they're best friends, and your opponent goes to attack you while oh my gosh, I'm gonna just tell you a tip right now too. Sorry, I'm talking so fast, my apologies. I've been doing some exercises in between the matches just to like keep myself going, and so I just won, and it was intense, so I've got some adrenaline probably going through me, but really exciting. Whew. Thorn Prison. If your opponent, this is the tip. You you either want to have 2 people on board, or you want to have 4 or more people on board. I feel like is really the thing. If you're going to go in for an attack, at least I feel like, because it is crazy. Like especially in the early and mid game, you got 3 spirits on board. Your opponent attacks you with 1, and you could have just went in, on their last turn. You got no spirits to block with, and you're like, yeah, I'll flash Thorn Prison, and then you exhaust the other 2. All the spirits are exhausted now, and then you don't worry. You're not worried about the block. You take the 1 damage, you get your 1 core, and then on your turn, you've still got your ice shield set or something, and you're like, cool, we're going in again. We're attacking again. And then sometimes maybe you leave up 1 blocker, so then they try to come in again. Maybe they've got 4 that time, so you can block with a guy, and then Thorn Prison again, 2 other guys, and then maybe they only have one guy standing. Do they want to attack with their last guy and try to do 1 damage to you? Probably not. It's pretty crazy. And then with all of the purple tools, and this being basically a purple deck, Core Drain, when you get to exhaust your opponent's stuff, especially if they're not planning on it, it's crazy. It's really good. And just to go with that, Core Theft as well too. Core Theft is such a good card, and you know, you're drawing lots of cards. Lamorak is basically a card that's drawing you a card because you get to do a play on your turn that's more aggressive, and your spirit dies, and then it just comes back to your hand because of Lamorak. You're stoked about that, and so that's how I came to some of these ratios. I originally was also only on 2 Deadly Balance, but you'll notice that I don't have... Lamorak's my only Beldegor target. I actually tried to use Elefog, the 5-cost elephant that has 5-cost 4 reduction, and it has Curse. I tested that out as well too, just to have some more spirits, and you know, maybe dropped a Black Lance, maybe dropped a Nexus, and ultimately, like, it was good, it was fine, but I felt like in this deck with what I was doing, Lamorak was fine being my only Beldegor target, because a lot of the times you can just set it up that Lamorak is looping himself too. So you attack with the Lamorak, he dies, you summon the Beldegor, and then Lamorak returns to your hand. It's very cool. I love it. Oh my gosh, it was really fun. And you know, Rotting Swamp goes along with that too. The other reason for the 3rd Deadly Balance is honestly because of Rotting Swamp. And I opted to also play a Purple Smoke Valley in here, even though my only core removal is the 2 Core Theft and the Core Drain here. I mean, I guess Lamorak does it too, and Impeller Forest also situationally does it, only if I am using Deadly Balance, because Deadly Balance is the only effect that I have that will kill one of my spirits during my attack step. But Impeller Forest was mostly here for the level 2 to do the extra grindy stuff, like if my opponent... You know, maybe I used a Curse Dragon early and my opponent killed it, and then I end up drawing a Bishop, and I want to be able to combo them. I can just put the Curse Dragon back on top of the deck, or, you know, the Lamorak, or a Curse Spirit. When I've got Meduke now and I don't got Curse Spirits, we'll just discard the top card of my deck and put a Curse Spirit on top of my deck. It was pretty neat. Impeller didn't come up much at all today, I think. Possibly 0 times today, which is why I mentioned I'll probably be swapping Impeller Forest out for the 4th Thorn Prison. Whew, and yeah, you'll notice that there's 3s. I have almost none of the 4s. Okay, I've got 4 Ice Shield, 4 Depths. We got 4 Camelot Knight. He's a beast. And then I honestly will be going to 4 Thorn Prison. Those are the only cards that I felt like deserved being at 4 in here. A lot of the other cards, I like the balance of there just being 3. You'll notice that I don't have Lancer, I don't have Mordred. Someone was asking about this, and it's just that, especially not having any information going into like one of the first like real tournaments of the set, like I said, I was honestly terrified of Pterosaur, because there's so many strong Wind Summon effects now that like someone could just literally play Pterosaur and the Star Blast draws just popping off all the time, and I just didn't want that to happen. So I tried to have the least Wind Summons as possible, which is why Lamorak was just a beast. And so yeah, we've got Beldegor, we've got the Curse Dragon combo, and we've got Black Lance. Now, Black Lance doesn't come up too much, but Black Lance doesn't feel as bad. Like, actually, none of those effects actually feel that bad when your opponent summons or uses Star Blast Draw, because Beldegor is killing something and likely is being summoned from something. So, like, just 2 free cards, you're okay with that. Black Lance is giving you 2 cards, so you're cool with that. And then the Bishop Infernal Curse King Dragon combo, you're usually getting, you know, 2 or more cards with that as well. So all of those feel fine playing into a Star Blast. So that's where we're at. And Meduke is just so good. I love it. I can't tell you. In the past week, there have been so many times the combo of just Meduke and Core Theft and me being able to, like, I see what my opponent's setting up. I know that they got 2 HP. They've got an Ice Shield set. They're attacking me with a Spirit that if I use Core Theft and remove all the cores from that Spirit to the trash, they're not going to be able to pay for Ice Shield anymore, and they don't have any cores in their reserve. So then it comes to my turn, and I have Meduke, and then Meduke with a Blood Curse attacks them, and then the core goes from their life to either the void or to the trash, depending on how they interact with Blood Curse. And then there's no core in the reserve for them to heal with Ice Shield. And then they also can't pay for it because of the core theft. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I am enjoying it. Oh yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I got the one purple Smoke Valley in here. It with only, I guess Curse Dragon can do that sometimes as well, be able to proc, and you know, we've just got Core Drain, Core Theft, and Lamorak can sometimes with its first effect here kill something, but I also kind of was putting Purple Smoke in here for the second effect, where my spirits, my cursed spirits can't be blocked by my opponent's spirits with only one core on them. So like, you know, you could, if in, you know, just this hypothetical situation that, you know, they've got a lot of blockers or something, and I need to just Baculus to put them at 1, and then I put 2 cores on Purple Smoke, and then I've got so many curse guys. Well, I guess not a buttload, but we've got 10, 11, 12 curse guys here that they're not going to be able to block them. So those are some of the reasonings. And actually what is crazy today is I think literally like at least 2 times the level 2 effect of Rotting Swamp came up for me. Like, not even joking. I literally in like we're in a grindy situation where we're running low on resources. I literally just have Rotting Swamp on the board. I summon a Black Lance with only the 1 reduction, get to draw 2 cards, and then just swing in. And I think I've got, maybe I've got 1 other spirit. I swing in, and they block with Axe Spider, and then Black Lance dies. I draw from Rotting, and then I discard like a useless card in my hand and just return Black Lance back to my hand again. And then I can attack. I think and my other spirit was just like a level 1 Aglavel. And then I just got to attack their life with Aglavel after that. It was so sick. Thank you for being a serpent in that situation, Black Lance. It was pretty sick. Whew. And the Core Drain, honestly, because I didn't play against any Pterosaur today. I'm pretty sure I played against Purple, and then I played against Purple. I think like probably Purple Green, I think it was. And then I played against an Axe Spider with red and green in it. They had Dinoman, they had Volcanic Canyon, they had Rocket City, they had Worker Ant-Man, they had Elk, and then I played against 2 more purple. Oh no, I played against a purple after that, and then I played against a full white control after that. They might have had some green cards, maybe an Emerant, maybe a Thorn Prison. Oh, I recorded all the matches, so if you want me to post the matches, I'll post them. I can't believe I've already been talking for 18 minutes. If you're still here, leave a comment 1807, okay? Leave a comment 1807 that you made it all the way this far. You're a legend. Thank you for spending some time watching this video, listening to me chat about this deck. It was a blast. It was a blast. I'm not sure I've got too much else to say about this. You know the drill on a lot of this stuff. Meduke, strong. Curse Dragon. It's so hard for me to play a purple deck without Curse Dragon. Black Lance was solid. Lamorak being the only Beldegor target was good enough. There were some matches where I did end up siding in because of the matchup. I think they were playing like more Beldegor loops. They were playing some more 4 costs, and I was like, you know what? I think I'll side in the Lamorak and the Beldegor here to get some more bodies to be able to destroy and do some looping there myself as well. And the Baculus only came in against the white matchups, and then Burning Force came in against all of the purple decks, of course. So strong, and like I said, Thorn Prison, Dream Bomb only, well, actually, both, I think either at least some number of Dream Bombs came in, I think, every single match because of white with Axe Spiders and, you know, potentially Elks if they don't got the Enterprise up, and against the purple decks where I suspected or saw Meduke, I put that in, but only after, of course, for Thorn Prison, because Thorn Prison is nuts. And oh, like I was gonna say too, is Core Drain was just also really good with doing some tricks with Meduke. There was a point where I like cleared my opponent's board, except for they had I pushed their elk down to just 1 core, and they had, and then so then I had Meduke at level 2, 6,000, and I attacked in, and they blocked with their elk because they had to, and then I core drained and boosted their elk up to 6. So then, then they had to take the life, and then I paid 1 off of Meduke and refreshed it, and Meduke was also still at 6,000 after that because I had a couple more cores on it. It was good. It was good. Lots of fun matches today. Man, seriously, basically all of my opponents were friendly. And it was good games today. Some good matches. And I mean, sure, I could have just drawn, who knows, I could have drawn well. It didn't feel like I was necessarily drawing well all the time. There was definitely 2 games where my beginning hand, like I kept a hand at least one time where I shouldn't have, honestly. And I didn't I think I skipped 2 turns, but fortunately my opponent didn't have much either. I think they still won that game 1, if I'm remembering correctly. We'll see when I post the videos. If you want to, like I said, if you want to see the videos, I'll post them. I recorded all of my matches here in Discord. Thanks for spending some time here. You can like the video if you want. It's all good. YouTube is gonna show you, if you like my videos, YouTube's gonna show it to you whether you subscribe or like or not. Okay. So anyways, I hope you have a good day. Thanks for being here. Okay. All right. I'll see you in the next video.